Alright, here we go. I don't have a drink. I already drank mine.
Sprite.
Yeah, I have a Sprite. A Sprite. Alright, well.
We're motherfucking back.
We're back.
Welcome to our new studio.
Oh, not the new studio. Alright, so it's that time of year. I think this is the same exact time frame in which we started this whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of our anniversary episode. I just realized that right now.
Aww.
But a lot happened in between.
Mm-hmm.
Like personal life.
Yeah, we took a little break, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
We're back.
Yeah,
We're back and better than ever, and we're excited to shoot more consistent episodes because we love it. And
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
for sure.
So we're back.
Life got busy.
Yeah,
Life gets busy
it's
sometimes.
okay.
Very busy.
I got my Coochie Walla. That's a new thing.
Coochie Walla.
Yep.
Wally.
It's called an Owala water bottle.
Where did the coochie come from?
When two people love each other. This is actually I'm hydrating. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's the new year.
2024.
Just kidding.
Year of hydrating.
It's not. All right, so it's about that time of year. We wrapped up a bunch of holiday celebrations. We're gonna go ahead and I'm sure a lot of us have some experiences from the last few weeks, but let's talk about hosting and attending parties, gatherings.
Gatherers.
It could be like things, friends. Was it Friendsgiving? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Or Friendsmas?
So you guys,
or family.
if you don't know, we
You could just
all
cut me off, that's
recently moved in a house together. I'm just giving some backstory here as why we want to talk about.
Yeah, we
parties.
moved in together.
Yeah.
Etiquette.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, for example, we recently we hosted a few things
We did.
at our new place.
We did. I
Yeah.
think we got a little hosting happy just because we have a bigger space and it's really
Yeah.
exciting. We have a nice backyard. And we're like, you know what? Why not host all the holidays here?
Why not? Why not?
Little did we know.
We found out why not.
Little did we know.
No, it went well.
No, yeah, it wasn't that. It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
It was chill.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. It's just a lot. If anyone knows like or is good at hosting parties and holidays and family,
Help.
it's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? We'll do the to-dos, the do's and don'ts of hosting. We'll do attending and then hosting. So as a host, what are some major to-dos?
To-dos, like
Yeah.
what needs to be done.
As a host, like things you want to make sure is done as a host.
Well, one, your house is clean.
You bring the...
You say it like it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, as a host, obviously.
Yeah, that one's kind of obvious for a lot of things. Though.
Yeah.
Like, obviously being a good host.
Mm-hmm.
Having your space.
Cleaned and tidied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing the vibes. Well, you can't really bring it, but, I mean...
You could set the vibe.
There you go.
Set
That was
the
the word I was
vibes.
looking for.
Okay. How do we what's an example of setting vibes? How do you set a vibe?
You get
Music.
really drunk. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm just
here
kidding.
we go.
I'm kidding.
No,
Um,
I think that when you put enough time and attention to like setting up the way like your venue space is, I think people notice that like right off the bat.
What? It also
Right.
depends on what it is, because I feel like it's different with the holiday party we just threw versus the Halloween party.
Yeah. So there was I think different type of events require different type of attention. So Halloween was pretty intense. Like we went full out
That was our first one.
Halloween.
That's
Yeah.
Like Halloween decorations.
So that one we didn't really know what to expect, but
Yeah.
decoration wise,
It was
went all
fully
out.
loaded. Fully
Mhm.
loaded, fog machine, backdrop for photos. We had a
DJ.
photo booth for a house party. That's that's crazy. Now that I think back at it, it was, it was a little extra.
Up and coming photo booth.
Yeah, we had a DJ,
Yeah.
DJ.
a really
It was a
good
lot of
DJ
fun.
at
Yeah.
that. I mean, let's not name names, but
Mike Everest.
For those of you that don't know, in 2023, Mike took on a new endeavor, which
a
is
hobby.
really cool.
Hobby.
it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a hobby. I've been DJing.
It's been dabbling.
dabbling. I dabble
Yeah.
on the turntables.
And he's really good.
Thanks. I appreciate you. Thanks for the support. But
Try
yeah,
new things.
try
It's
new things.
important.
But yeah, I think setting up the place. I think that you definitely have to set up the place to set the tone with like the
set the
type
vibe.
of to set the vibe. And people, I think, recognize that right from the get. As soon as you walk in, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say so. Yeah. Halloween was fun because it was one of our first bigger parties we threw here, and we just kind of wanted to say like, let's throw a rager. And that was a vibe. Like we already kind of like we're throwing a rager.
We had a flyer.
No matter
That's
what,
the
no matter
vibe. We
what.
had
The flyer
Not
was
the
very
flyer.
official. The flyer was very official. I liked it.
yeah. There was a lot of people.
We had a name for it.
We did.
The name for the event. What was the name? Was it Trap Fest?
No. Halloween at the Trap House.
At the Trap House. Yeah.
That was good.
I mean, it's not an official Trap House.
Yeah, so
It's not get
don't
carried
get
away.
it don't get it twisted.
It's just a nickname. It's just a nickname. But yeah. But also, in addition to setup, what about guests arriving on time? What are our thoughts on that?
I don't really care. Honestly,
Yeah.
if it's like a party like that, there's
It
not
doesn't
really
bother.
a time.
Yeah.
I find it hard for us, coming from you, where we're always late to everything.
We can't be late to your own party.
Exactly.
I mean, you can be late to your own wedding, but not.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter, especially if you're throwing like a rager. Like you
Yeah.
show up, just don't show up early. Like
Okay.
that's what I don't want. Like you could show up late, just don't show up early because everything's
too
gonna be
early.
a mess. I can't
Or
accommodate.
else you're gonna
you.
help.
What-
so.
Exactly, or we'll put you to work.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you show up early, then I think it's like an unspoken rule.
Yeah.
You're helping.
Yeah,
Right? Come on.
don't show up early.
Also, if you ever show up to a Filipino party on time, it's a given
You're
that you're
probably
helping.
late. Oh.
No, you're helping for sure.
yeah,
If anybody shows up to a Filipino family party on time, 1,000%, you are going to help set up. And then if you don't help set up, you're hella rude and you're not invited to the next party.
you're probably not coming to the next one. Yeah, so
That's for sure. I think that's for sure the standard.
I think an important to do or to have is a mediator at a
okay.
party.
What do you mean? Like an MC?
No, like, I mean, this kind of goes into our do or don'ts, right?
Sure.
Where we had some unexpected guests.
Oh, like a regulator.
So yeah,
Maybe a bouncer.
someone who can actually
I'm
like.
not a bouncer.
No, it's not a bouncer.
No, not that serious. Someone who could actually like, like mediate, like
Stays sober
yeah.
and is aware of what's
Okay.
going
or
on.
aware,
Okay.
not like super sober. If it's up to them, obviously. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
choice.
enough to
You could still have fun sober.
enough to be like, who are these guys? Or who are these?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Or like
Any
no one go
Party
upstairs or like
crashers
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah, I think when you throw a rager, that it's naturally gonna happen, but maybe just not to the extent that actually happened. I don't know what I mean.
Well, let's go to our don'ts then.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
That's a
quickly
good,
moved on to the don'ts.
Yeah.
What not
good
to
segue.
do when attending a gathering. I feel like we could go all day with
What
this one.
like if you're gonna attend a especially if you know the person hosting it,
Sure.
and if you're staying when people like all the way through when people are leaving, help clean up. Like just do it.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's if you make it to the end.
If you make it to the end of a party, just help clean up. Like it's not
Okay.
that big of a deal.
She has high standards, guys.
I don't think
that's not
so.
really a deal breaker for me, but yeah, I mean, I can see it.
Yeah, I think it comes with the territory. If
Yeah.
you're hosting, it's just naturally gonna. Okay. I think a big not to do as a guest is not to say hello to the host.
Okay.
Period.
Like if you're going to a party, say hi to the freaking host. Yeah.
Knowingly.
And even if especially if you're like a friend of a friend, and they're like, oh, and they gave you permission to have like a +1 or
Yeah.
+2 or +5. Shout out to that wedding in Hawaii.
Right. Coming out there.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, you gotta
let me ask you though. Do you think that roots from like our Filipino
But they weren't
like,
even
background.
Filipino.
No, I mean like
That
in general,
expectation.
like
Maybe the
Oh,
the
expectation.
expectation. Like, is it just us where like everywhere you go, a friend's house, whatever you like, we're expected to say hi to the dad or the mom or whoever lives there?
No, that's just
Do you
being
think that
polite.
it's what?
Nah,
is it
well,
That's
stems
just
from
being
it?
polite, bro.
Is that a Filipino thing?
No, that's
No,
a,
I think a lot of cultures do that.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
think
would
it's
say
just a
so.
general. You're walking into a space. That
I would
is
say a
Somebody's
lot
home.
more cultures do that than the cultures that don't. If
Okay.
there are any
Yeah.
that yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just generally speaking, if you're walking into a space that's not yours, or
Yeah, that's
that
just being
you're-
polite. That's
yeah.
just being a good human
exactly.
being.
I think it's more of our culture as when an adult comes in to like stand up and
Yeah.
greet them and say hello. I think that's more so our culture, but generally speaking, if I'm walking into a house, like I'm gonna say hi to the host.
Yeah.
Like that's
Like
fucking
even to the
crazy.
point that you're looking for this person.
Yeah.
Non-
That's the
nonstop.
first
Yeah.
thing you do.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Because here, this brings us to another point. The to do, if you're going to a party, like you shouldn't come empty-handed.
that yeah.
I just feel like we should be giving the host or contributing to the party
Yeah.
in one way, shape, or
It's
form.
a nice gesture.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then, but if you do bring something, you would want the host to know what you brought. So it's like
Yeah.
kind of hand in hand, like you're introducing yourself, you're saying hello.
Right.
My
Excuse
thing
me,
usually is like I don't even sit down or grab food or drink until I see the host.
Oh, that's legit. That's
Yeah.
also why you're
Yeah.
such a gentleman and a scholar.
And,
Okay.
and
Thank
he's,
you.
and he's single. And he's single.
hey,
Thank you for that. Okay.
Not for longer.
Hey.
Not for much longer after that. Dang, dude. You won't even have a seat.
All I gotta say is y'all too comfortable. Point blank period.
Nobody
too
likes
comfortable.
anyone who gets too comfortable
Especially
too
if
fast.
we don't know you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's a good one. I have a good one. I have another good one. Don't be the guy that always needs to get babysat and, and cannot handle your substances
hot
or whatever.
take.
No one wants to be that friend. Okay, like I understand like it happens to the best of us.
Sure.
Okay.
Sometimes
it can happen. Yeah.
Sometimes someone needs it a little more than
Sure.
someone else.
We've
in
all
the group.
we've had our we've all
Some
had our
had
nights.
more moments than others.
Some more than others. But I think if you're that friend that always needs to get babysat or needs someone to take or expects your friends to take care of you at a party or wherever, a night out,
Nah.
you know what I mean? No one wants to be your friend. That's
No one
not
wants to be
cool.
your friend.
No one wants to be your friend.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
no,
no
that's-
one wants to be your friend.
Because like the idea behind that is like, dude, we all were looking forward to hanging out. We're all trying to. We all need a little like time away or a little
Yeah.
break. So
From reality.
yeah, for sure. So when we hang out and like come together to chill out, nobody wants to have to take care of anybody, right? Just like handle your own shit. Like no, it's not too much to ask to not have to be babysat.
Yeah.
I just think that's like a standard of. I think that's a standard of our friend group, right? Like just kind of.
Even though we will watch out for each other.
Oh,
Of
for
course,
sure. That's like
obvious.
100%. You know what I mean? Medical personnel on staff.
Especially if you're sloppy at like someone else's.
Oh
House.
yes,
That's
You're
like
the plus
not, and
one
you're
that's
the plus
sloppy.
One that's sloppy. Like that's not.
you're
cute.
for sure not invited to the next
Sounds
one.
like
No.
real life situations.
Yeah,
No,
I'm just
this
saying.
is all just generalities. This is all generalities. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, for sure. Getting sloppy, getting too sloppy. I don't know.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's just like when it's a constant thing and you're always
Yeah,
having to be
yeah,
babysat.
yeah,
you're
yeah,
always on the floor. You're always like,
If
know,
it's
Okay,
your,
well,
can't
if
handle
you're
it.
you're the birthday celebrant, then it's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, like do your thing. you know?
The whole drunk thing, I understand.
Yeah.
But if someone's just like an emotional wreck for
Oh.
no reason, then
Okay, yeah, that's a
different
hot take.
sto-
Like,
that's
how?
a different.
Yes,
a
yes,
different
like
story.
someone crying at a party.
No
'Cause I
tears
could,
at a
'cause
party.
I could understand a friend of a friend who got drunk and
Maybe they're maybe they're a drunk crier.
No, I'm just saying like who
No.
got drunk. Like
Oh,
drunk,
okay.
just drunk, period. That's understandable. Maybe even sloppy. That's understandable because
Okay.
you're drinking. We're all drinking, right?
Yeah, sure.
But someone who just cries out of nowhere for whatever reason,
Yeah,
drunk or
yeah.
not. I've seen that.
Leave the
before.
drama at the door,
Yeah.
brother.
I
And
think-
if you're
I've
on,
seen
if
that
you're-
before.
If you're on edge, just stay home.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't be out
Yeah.
Maybe
crying
you're
if you're crying in the club.
Yeah, if your friend, maybe you should ask your friend to not go out and like stay home with you.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Be a good, maybe be a good friend.
Maybe you need to stay home and like journal.
journal.
Yeah,
think
it's
about
usually
your-
my go-to.
You know.
Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, no, that's like you walk by and you're like, why are you crying?
Everybody's out here having fun.
if you're crying at a party, you can't not be okay with getting clowned on. Like, right? Come on, like you're in the middle of a party, you're in the.
but we don't know their
amongst the group.
story though. We
I
don't
don't
know their
give a-
side.
Hey, okay. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. That's not to say that. That's not to say that something happened at the party that made them cry. That's different, right? Because if there's drunk, like, oh my god, my boyfriend got his ass beat or something, right? Like he's getting clowned on, or he gets punked or something, and then say, oh yeah, maybe she's crying, or maybe he's crying because of that. But if you go to the party like crying already,
What if your boyfriend got beat? That's your girlfriend though.
Oh,
eh,
I'm just kidding.
facts.
can't relate. Can't relate. But yeah, no, I think we could definitely not do that.
Okay.
Catch me crying at the next party.
Catch me crying in the club.
Catch you crying at the club. What about as a host? This is one thing. Like as a host, my greatest fear as a host is not having enough food.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm very bad at gauging how much food
Oh,
is necessary.
I rather over order than
Yes, and I do. We have
No, we do.
over ordered because
Always.
like it.
It lasts
That
for like
sucks.
it lasts for days.
Yeah, we have leftovers.
The best
for
thing to
days.
do, and I think we did it right, was on New Year's potluck.
Yeah,
But even
was
that,
really
we still
great.
got a lot of food.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was-
we wrecked it, but we never ran out, and it was like
Yeah, that was great.
a perfect amount.
Yeah,
do a
that was really
potluck.
great. That was really great. But this is a big thing. If you run out of food, it's not the end of the party, right? That's okay. If you showed up late and there's no food, that's on you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. Show up on time, sure. But
Going back on punctuality.
it was things happen. It was okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Maybe something happened. They got pulled over. But what can't happen is the drinks can't run out.
Yeah.
That's like that's a big no. I guess
I don't think this house has a problem with that.
No.
We have
Yeah.
a problem with having too much.
Yeah, that's we're like, oh well, I guess
But-
we'll just use it for the next party or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just feel like the drinks can't stop flowing. That would suck.
That's pretty. Yeah, I think that's given though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it comes full circle. Because if you brought a gift, which usually is like a
If
bottle,
you are
and
a
you're
caring
contributing-
and someone who knows
get too
etiquette, party etiquette,
okay,
you bring a bottle. You
we're
bring
getting
it.
judgy. That's fine.
I'm
But
just saying, personally, if you don't want that to be an issue, if you're going to a party, you don't want that to be an issue.
yeah, no, I agree.
We got
I
high
agree.
standards for our
Bring it.
next party. Sorry, guys.
I know.
Watch,
I apologize.
watch
in
no
advance.
one
Nobody
shows up. No
anymore.
one's gonna show up. The motherfuckers
I
expect
know.
too much of us. That's crazy. No, but what about a guest? As a
What do you mean?
guest, we already talked about the major don'ts of a guest, huh?
Yeah.
Leave the drama. Bring a gift.
Even even that. I'm not necessarily looking for a gift. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Or contribution.
Yeah,
Because think about it. Whenever you host, like you're definitely coming out of pocket more than everybody
but
else.
same thing. Like
Definitely.
it's not a deal breaker for me. It doesn't like
Yeah.
bother me at all. Which
Yeah.
everyone to each his own, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Everyone.
Sure.
All I'm saying is just take the drama away. Ready to have a good time.
Keep the vibe. As long as the vibe's there and the drinks are flowing.
That's all.
I think
I'm
That's all,
not.
yeah.
I'm not worried
That's
about
all that
anybody's
matters.
contribution. You know.
You're right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
You
simple
guys
guy,
have
dog,
to
simple guy.
you have to contribute when you guys come to our party.
well, okay. There's yeah.
Even if it's contributing good vibes, You can
There you go.
contribute.
There you go.
No. Sorry.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to step in on this one. No.
1 out of 3 would say that you need to bring something.
I'm not asking for a gift. I'm just asking for contribution. That's all I'm saying.
Isn't that kind of okay? Never mind.
No, yeah, 'cause the contribution could be for everyone. Everyone's gonna have a shot, or if it's a handle, or
Okay.
if it's
No, I
a
get you, I get
sixer
you.
or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Holidays. Holidays.
All right, that's cool. It's low-key shade. Not even. No. Okay.
But I mean, holidays are over. We don't have to think about that for a little while. Actually, no.
Martin Luther King. Let's go.
MLK, baby. 3-day weekend.
We always make
MLK party.
we always make fun of Mike because Mike has the most expensive 6 months out of the year because it's like our anniversary
Starts
is
when?
December. When is our anniversary? By the way,
Guys,
speaking of,
you always put it on the spot here. It's December. Let's say it together. December
you have it tattooed.
11th.
He doesn't know how to
Yeah.
read Roman numerals.
Yeah,
He just
12,
has it
11.
tattooed.
Dude, no. When we first got this tattoo,
So it's not 824.
it's
No,
no,
it's not.
no. That's Kobe.
That's
That's Kobe. No, when we first got the tattoo, when she drew it on originally, it was the wrong date, but I didn't catch it.
Because he doesn't know our anniversary. That's why he didn't catch it.
That's not.
Wait, but you did it on purpose? Like you
No,
wrote-
no. The
the
artist messed up,
I see,
and he didn't catch it, but I caught it.
I was like, that would have been a good test.
I know. He failed, obviously.
Guys,
Anyways,
it's not that serious.
our anniversary is December 11th.
December 11th. Yes,
And-
I was just about to say. My God. It starts December 11th, and then we have Christmas,
Great minds.
and then we have our youngest's birthday in January. Ria's birthday month.
February. Liam's is March.
Yeah.
So,
And
like-
then my birthday in the middle of the year, but who cares about that?
Yeah.
Right?
exactly.
We could do without that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
celebrated
that is-
enough birthdays.
By
Like,
then,
by then, it's fine.
I'm dead.
That's great. Yeah, that is. I never
We'll
even
just,
thought about
we'll
that.
celebrate
you do
it.
have a busy
It is. It's
Yeah.
very expensive time of year.
from new
Because Ria's very
to the-
materialistic.
That's
Not
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an expensive time of year. So
Not
this is
true.
this.
But
this,
it'll continue. So
This hosting etiquette is very near and dear to my heart because there's a lot of experience and expectations here.
So this is the only thing he asked for. Basically, it's just contribution.
Contribution.
Yeah, that's all he
Please.
asked. Not even to celebrate his birthday.
Please.
Just
Oh my
contribute to his
gosh.
parties.
But speaking of this time of year, right? Busy, expensive for myself, probably for some of us out there. But what about end of 2023? We're gonna reflect on it real quick, just a little bit. What was something?
This year went by fast.
It was doing too fast. It just went too
Jesus
fast.
Christ.
But you know how we started this podcast? We were talking about like changes and
Mhm,
like
mhm.
goals. Sometimes it pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But I think what's more important is like a realization and that growth during that period of time, where some things we realized weren't as important to us
Right.
as we thought it was at the beginning of the year. What are our thoughts on that? I think this is a good one. Of course, because I made it up, but humility, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one. Humbling yourself.
I'll start with this one.
Okay.
I'll start with this one.
Go ahead.
Because I made it up. No, so I set out a bunch of goals, right? And I had this idea that I needed to like fill my plate and do all these things. But dude, there's like a point of the year where I was just like, this is just too much. And I couldn't juggle all of it. And then I started compromising in the quality of work in some of those aspects. And I just like, for the first time, I think I kind of just like took a step back and I was like, okay, maybe I could like trim the fat on some of this and just focus in on a few of these things.
That's real. Takes a
Yeah.
lot to admit that.
Yeah, it was just a lot, bro. And not to mention like doing all of that while like making that commitment to like trying to be more present and having fun, like being deliberate with going out. I mean,
Yeah.
God, we went to how many shows and events and festivals last year? It was freaking crazy. But like in the midst of all that,
You
it's
guys
just
are trying to go one this weekend.
no.
But, okay, anyways.
I literally said no more, and then we planned one for this weekend. Anyway,
That's a maybe. That's a
Um,
maybe.
Yeah, no, I think that was one thing for me was just like the amount of things that I thought was important for me to feel productive and feel like I was doing something, and realizing like, no, I could get just as much work done, if not more, in a few of those things, and really just kind of focus in on a few of them instead. One of which was like my health. Obviously, my cholesterol was up. Not obvious, but
Like how
my cholesterol was up.
So people are just watching you like, damn, this cholesterol look high. Those HCLs. Damn.
The LDLs in the bitch, dog. Look at the way you're talking. You snoring while awake. God, dog. Nah, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. So, but that was one of the things. Yeah. Anyway, not about me. Enough about my cholesterol.
That actually is my same answer too. Oh my God, we are in love.
Oh, you can't do that. No, that
we
doesn't
are
count.
in love.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay, hear me out though. Like, I feel like 2023 was all about, and even years before that, like it was just in our culture to just do the most. You know, the more you do,
Filipinos doing the most all the time.
bro, always doing the most. I'm like,
What is a diss to our people doing the most? Nah.
you know, and
But no one does it like us.
duh.
What do you mean,
Anyway.
as far as doing the most?
Yeah, doing the most. Filipinos are
Yeah.
so extra. I personally love it.
I mean, yeah.
I love it, but
I
don't hate it. I
personally-
mean,
okay.
I personally want to do.
it's not a negative thing all the time. That I'm saying.
I want to do less.
I feel that.
Do less. I
What
want to
do you-
do more.
Okay, clarify.
I want to
wanna
work
do
less and make more money.
Period.
She said no. She said no. Don't say less. Do less.
Yeah, I want.
No, say less.
No,
I'm worried. I'm concerned
Okay,
right
there you
now.
go.
I'm concerned.
hear me out though.
Okay,
Like
okay.
you said, trim the fat. There's so much to trim. Like when I say do less, it's like do things with more. Like do things with more intention. Is what I'm saying. Like you don't have to do this. Like you don't have to like stack your planner. You don't have to like feel like you need to like stack your to-do list for the day. But like as long for me,
But
I
there's
feel
still
like,
things to do.
no, duh. Like we're parents.
Okay.
You know that comes with the territory. We're parents. Like
Just
there's
don't be
always gonna
critical
things
about
to
too
do.
critical about it, right? Like
Yeah,
don't-
I feel like
About
Don't
how
be-
much
but
you're doing.
make what you do meaningful and intentional.
and
That's
don't
all
be
I'm
too hard on
saying.
yourself if
Yeah.
you can't do something.
Yeah. If you don't get time, or if you don't, if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're so caught up in like doing the most and like having the most.
It's that
things and, like,
Instagram like grind mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why
It's like-
sleeping? Don't sleep. Grind.
You don't need sleep.
Shut up. I need sleep. I'm at
I
that
need
age.
sleep. Don't buy Starbucks. Invest the $3 in a down payment for a house.
Get an LLC. You're stupid.
You need to grind. If you're not grinding, if you don't have a Lamborghini by 22, rethink your life. Rethink your life.
Somebody really said that though, right?
Someone really said that.
Yeah,
It must have
okay.
been a parody. There's no way
Like
they were
that's
serious.
crazy. I don't know, man. I think we just put too much like pressure on and I'm not saying pressure is not good, but it's just like with Instagram, social media, the people that you see that are like doing all these things, and it's like that. It's also not feasible for everybody. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not.
I get that.
I think I'm leaving that in 2023, and just whatever I put my mind to and the things that I choose to do I'm gonna move with more meaning and intention.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? Even I was telling Mike this too. 2024, what I want to do is, what did you say? He said, say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. Like, I think
With your chest.
say it with your chest. Exactly. Like, I think that you'll find yourself in less like, you know, like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
you'll find yourself in less predicaments when you just mean what you say
No bitch asses.
to people. Exactly. It's like yes or no. If you don't want to do something, don't do
Straight
it.
up.
Like,
Yeah, no,
period.
no, yeah.
And tell the person
Learn
and
to
be
say
honest.
no.
Exactly.
And then like, Yeah, no, that's part of being. I feel like being present as well. Not taking on that emotional labor.
Of other people. Nope.
Yeah, and then like setting up personal boundaries, not being
Exactly.
accepting the fact that you can't do everything, and that anything that you are doing is enough. And that's obviously given the fact that you are trying and you're putting in that work and all that. But yeah, no, I agree. I love that. I did say that.
Wise words. My thing was, I don't really think I put too much on my plate. There was like two things. So actually,
Get it, bro. You lost weight. Oh my god.
but this is part of the question. So
I see your plate at dinner, bro. You not put it on.
But no, like I only set up like 1 or 2 goals for this past year, which was
Period.
be healthier
Mm.
and be in a good headspace.
And did you reach those goals?
I feel like I did.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, it's still a lot of work to be done.
Right.
Job's not finished.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that's like a process, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, because I feel like every year. I mean, it could be every 6 months too. It's whoever you're talking to. Every year, you should set out a goal for something, right?
yeah,
Whether
sure.
it's physically, financially, emotionally, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Etc. And I feel like the health thing definitely, right? But I think the being comfortable with myself, the situation I'm in, as far as like, obviously having my alone time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mic broke.
Oh no, he's too strong.
But anyways,
Hey, we get it. You work out. You lost weight.
Okay. Well, I can just hold
Hold it.
now. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Try twisting.
That's
Crazy.
I'm on bad.
Too comfortable.
I'll replace it.
Okay.
But what was I saying?
You're being comfortable in your situation.
Oh yeah,
and
situation.
your
Because like
foreskin.
obviously, I'm surrounded with a lot of lovely couples who have been together, married, staying strong, throughout the years, and I'm the only single one, basically, right?
Well,
Yeah.
no, Curry too.
Well, okay,
Crazy,
Curry's kind of new. So
Yeah.
Shout out Curry.
Yeah, but you're surrounded with a lot of couples.
Yeah.
So being comfortable, like, going out on my own, that was another thing that I needed to get used to and kind of work on, because, I said this before, like, you should be able to enjoy life even if you are by yourself,
Yeah. Yeah.
Your partner is just an extra. It's a plus. It's a cherry on top.
I think
say.
even
Right?
to that point,
Yep.
for sure, that it's problematic when people are together and rely on each other,
Yeah.
right? If they come together without having that sense of independence or individuality.
And obviously, it's going to be tough for someone who's been, together for years.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
So, so just being able to work on that, being comfortable. I mean, it's still a work in process, times do get lonely, but, just gotta keep going.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
temporary. That's just temporary.
Yeah.
And you're not alone. Maybe in that space, but not
Yeah.
for sure.
But on top of that, I learned something too
Mm.
while, being around all this stuff. And it's just the energy that people put out,
Yes.
don't get too caught up on that because it could flip on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
in an
yes. Yes.
So that's what I've learned recently.
Leave the drama at the door, dudes.
So whether it's a acquaintance, a friend, a family member, if they're not giving you that same energy, don't worry about it.
yes. You
And there's nothing wrong. If it's not maliciously, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
You just let them be.
yes.
Be there. If you want to be there for them.
Yeah.
But like I said, don't think about it twice. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste. Just
Yeah.
You protect your peace.
yeah, because
Yes.
life is too short to be like worrying about all that stuff, right?
Yeah. No, I agree.
So You know, you
Wow.
do what makes you happy, and you know, keep that, like you said, keep that peace.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Especially the whole energy, like people putting out energy. We had talked about this, I think, recently, about like the energy that we put out and the effort that we put out for our friendships and relationships. That it isn't necessarily always the expectation for them to reciprocate that.
Yep.
Like when we're being kind, like the intention isn't for us to receive kindness back. That's just like, that's who we are. That's the type of person that we want to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think that's such a great point, especially going into this year, because it does a few things for you, right? It establishes those personal boundaries where you're not allowing people to disturb or interrupt your peace. But also you're not sitting there and expecting them to keep and preserve your peace, because that's not on them, right?
Yeah.
That's on
That's
on
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And then at the same time, you brought a really great point up that it's nothing on them. Like it doesn't necessarily reflect on the type of person that they are. It's just that's what they're doing, and that's the type of person they are in that moment for you in that moment of your life. And it's kind of like, okay, take it for what it is and keep it pushing.
And was it? I think it was Alicia Keys, right? That said it the best. She was like, "Don't."
Just sing it though.
Oh, don't go chasing
No.
waterfalls. No,
Definitely not Alicia Keys.
no, that's She said something about don't. Was it something like don't get mad at people that don't show up for you?
Mm.
Do we know that lyric? Do you know that lyric?
Because oh man, I kind of forgot now. I'm drawing a blank. Have you heard that?
No. Concrete Jungle? No. Is that it?
She
No?
basically said like don't if a person doesn't usually show up for you, don't be mad at them for not showing up for you.
Yes.
Because so you're just expecting it now.
Yeah.
Whether it's a friend, like I said, friend, family, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, don't if they've never showed up for you for like
Yeah.
years, and like we said, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no personal agenda against this person. It's
Yeah.
just
Sometimes.
sometimes that's how people are.
Yeah. I
You
think
know,
that's
and-
a harder pill to swallow when you're dealing with family.
Of course, yeah.
Mm.
Or
That,
a
that's
close
hard.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or somebody
Yeah.
you thought was really close.
Family.
But at that point, then you just need to self-reflect. Because,
Yeah.
like, who are you really, like,
Yes.
like
Wow.
angry about, or who are you really frustrated, Like,
Yeah, because it's not their job to keep your peace.
there you go.
We can lean on each other. We can be
That's
there
right.
for each
Yeah.
other, in those moments that we need we need that help and we need that push and pull.
Yeah.
But
So, just don't get mad at people that don't show up if they haven't showed up for you.
hey, let a snake be a
Just-
snake.
No, okay, no.
No, that's not it.
Well, I mean, that's a thing,
So
too, but,
intense.
like, no, that's not what I meant. But, okay.
But that's the thing too.
But,
Turn it up.
that's the thing, too.
Turn it up.
That's a thing, too.
It is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's what we're putting out the energy out there for you guys for this upcoming year. Positivity. Always try something new. Always continue growing.
Keep that same energy.
Keep the energy, but leave the drama at the door.
And bring contribution
And don't
at
skip
Mikey's party.
and don't skip leg day.
Ooh, okay. Never skip leg day. Hey.
Keep your expectations low, but that ass tight.
Mm.
You heard it here first.
Much love, y'all. All Seasons Media. We out.
Peace.